Welcome back to Monster Cast, boys. We are back with another Mandela Effect video for you to sink your teeth into. It's Rick and B.
Hello. How are y'all doing?
How's everybody doing tonight? We will not be touching on JFK, as if you were reading my Twitter, I wanted to get to 500 followers before we do the JFK video. That is still going to stand strong. Once I get to 500, we will do a JFK Mandela Effect video. But I am sitting steadily at about 395 followers. So if you don't follow me and you're listening to this, go ahead and follow me at Blind-Brik, B-R-I-K _R-I-K. It's Blind-Brik _ Rick. Follow me. We're always tweeting out.
I have a lot more followers than that, so I'm gonna let you catch up.
Yeah, I'm trying.
All
right. We're gonna start off looking back at the globe again. As last time, still no ice mass here. Still no anything. It's just oceans, the Arctic Ocean now.
And I'm sure you can all see, but we are on Google Earth, so you can check anything we show you for yourself.
Yeah, I'm straight up on Google Earth.
Doesn't cost anything.
It's free. We're gonna kind of traverse the globe.
Let's start with South America.
Yeah, we're
right there.
Okay.
Zoom out, because it's easier to see it zoomed out. Pull it down. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Huh.
Why?
It looks even farther away than it did when we started this a couple weeks ago.
It does.
But that's not the point. Well, it might be the point. I don't know.
I don't remember South America being way over here.
No, South America, from my memory, from what I was taught in school, from all the maps I saw as a kid, was directly below the U.S. The western coast of South America almost lined up with the western coast of California. So you're talking, it's a good 1,000 miles or even more away now. It was about 1,000 miles when this all started, but I'm not even sure it hasn't changed again.
Even to the point where I remember the Panama Canal going east-west.
The Gulf of Mexico didn't used to be closed off by Cuba either.
It's not that necessarily.
Well, it didn't used to be closed off like that. But yeah, Panama Canal, it's taught in school, east to west.
Where is the Panama Canal? It's right there, isn't it?
No. It's up here in Panama. It's right. Where the hell did it go? Anyway, it runs north to south, so it's got to be right there.
Does the Panama Canal exist?
Yeah, it runs right there.
Yeah, it's going north-south.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm not good with this traversing.
It always went east-west before, though, because if you guys look at that globe and think about where I just said I remembered South America, down below further, this little thing that Rick's pointing at, this little peninsula here that connects South America to North America,
rotates.
Yeah, it would have to rotate down, and it would basically straighten it out. And the Panama Canal ran east to west. Costa Rica was also an island, but Costa Rica is a little country down there by Panama now, on the land. It's not an island.
Right there.
Yeah, right there's Costa Rica. It's almost an island, but it used to be an island, in my memory.
I'm not very good at...
Cuba's way larger than it was. It blocks it off.
It is larger, and I did do research, and it's still from Key West to Havana. It's still 90 miles, so that hasn't changed. And I grew up down in Florida, so...
Right, it's this part that changed.
It's
because this was further over, it didn't block off the Gulf. Now it blocks off the Gulf. So it's actually down by Belize and Guatemala, where that all should be straightened out. Mexico was straightened out like it used to be. Cuba would look right, but Cuba doesn't look right. And Bermuda might actually be outside of the Bermuda Triangle like it used to be. It used to touch it.
Right here. I mean, the Bermuda Triangle generally goes from Miami to down here.
Yep.
It doesn't even touch the Dominican Republic. Then up, and then down.
But now you look...
It's literally a triangle.
The Bahamas, at one point of it touched Bermuda.
Yeah, but
the Bahamas
wasn't there.
No, it wasn't there.
Bermuda was like down
But
here.
the Bahamas now are completely inside the Bermuda Triangle.
I mean, and that's just a whole nother thing we're going to touch on eventually is the Bermuda Triangle because it's interesting. Look how, I know I pointed this out before on our last video, but look how big the Pacific Ocean is.
Now, I don't remember.
That's half of the globe completely masked in water.
And the reason we don't remember it that way, Rick, is because we remember South America being further over.
Yeah.
If South America was there, there wouldn't be anywhere near that much water.
We're going to touch a big one, and I know I have friends over here that may or may not be listening.
And may or may not be experiencing the Mandela Effect.
But Australia.
All kinds of stuff wrong here.
New Zealand doesn't belong here.
It belongs there.
It belongs, like, up here somewhere.
Yeah, it belongs northeast of Australia is where New Zealand always was.
Yeah, it belongs over here. It was like, I don't know. There used to be a landmass right here.
There. A
very large landmass.
Nobody can seem to remember what it's called, which I find very, very strange. But it was there, and we
find one example of it, and it's kind of a quick example. And if you're watching Dazed and Confused, and they're flipping through on a globe, you'll actually see, if you stop it when they'll go really slow, you'll see that landmass on the other side of Australia.
It was there. I mean,
it existed. It truly existed.
That's an old Earth map.
Yeah. I mean, and then those that are feeling the Mandela Effect, do you remember North and South Korea being
right here?
Is that where I am?
Yeah, that's North and South Korea. You're correct, because that's Japan. And look, they're neighbors. I mean, they're real close neighbors.
Okay. Yeah. I do not remember them being up there.
No, they weren't up there.
They were like down.
They were down there, yeah. And Mongolia wasn't there. Mongolia was part of China. Mongolia was a tiny little place on our map. Kazakhstan was also a tiny little place on our map. There was mostly China there.
Yeah, most of that was China.
China was the largest there was.
Does anybody else notice that, like, this area looks like a camel's head? Am I the only one that's ever seen that in my life? Right there. Looks like a camel.
Why don't we just stick to the effect? I don't see it.
It's like, there's its nose and mouth. Looks like it's about to spit at you. It's spitting out right here. Spitting out Europe and shit.
I don't know if it looks like a camel spitting.
Okay. This is why we stop recording every once in a while. I get distracted. Okay. Italy, Sicily. Boot, Sicily. I remember Sicily being a little further this way. Maybe not a massive amount further, but they weren't a mile away from each other.
I bet they were about the same distance apart as Alaska is with Russia now, about 50 miles.
Yeah, something like that. Not this. Not this.
And Alaska, Alaska was never 50 miles away from Russia in our reality either.
I mean, and I'm sure we're boring you with the map talk.
But we got to get through the big changes. We're gonna do we're gonna do a lot of pop culture stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna touch on some pop culture stuff because that's what you guys care about.
And next time, if Rick doesn't hit his followers, we'll probably hit the Bible, because there's another large group of you that should care about that.
But push me to 500 or over so we can do JFK, because that one's a big one. I've been in some in-depth conversations with people about it over the last week, learning new stuff, and we are back to the United States.
How many Great Lakes are there?
I don't know.
Okay.
2, 3,
They're
4,
all there.
5.
Just making sure.
I'm just gonna zoom in. Here's home. Have some friends chilling around in here. How you doing, guys? That's it for the map. I mean,
there's actually a lot more to the map, but even we get bored doing the map.
Yeah.
The Earth changed. It freaks us out.
Like, I just still can't get over this. Like this right here. Like, why?
Because
like
we're not even in the same place in the galaxy anymore.
Yeah, I'm not even coming up on that right now.
Yeah, we'll touch on that later.
I don't believe Hawaii is in the same place. I believe Hawaii is
Hawaii was closer
and up more.
It just doesn't make sense.
Maybe I'm just wrong. I'm not good with.
I think it just looks like that because these land masses are all moved so far away.
I was never good at geography. What I am good at, though, is pop culture, movies, music.
Movies.
Very good at movies. So, say goodbye to the Earth.
Goodbye. Well, you already did if you're experiencing the Mandela Effect.
Alright, I'm going to close Google Earth down now.
They're already saying goodbye.
And we will be bringing up YouTube. Just give me a second. We're going to start off with Forrest Gump tonight. So,
because most of you have probably seen Forrest Gump. Now, before we play this clip,
let me move some stuff around here.
I want you guys to take a look there at the video we have on screen and see how they have it labeled.
Like, we're going to look right here. What does that say?
Life is like a box of chocolates. I have a feeling most of you are going to remember the line, life is like a box of chocolates. Unfortunately, that never happened. That's a memory of something that never existed. Never happened. Why don't we show them what it says?
Okay. So, like Brandon said, life is like a box of chocolates. It's always been.
It's even how the video's labeled.
My mama always said life was like a box of chocolates. And here we go.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Now, who heard that? Who heard what he said this time? He said life was like a box of chocolates. Life was like.
We'll go back and start it over again. Yes, we will link the video in the description.
Always do.
Always do. This is My Life, My Films, where I picked this up at.
Life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
I mean, I always remembered it. Life is like a box of chocolates.
Well, actually, if you watch the movie, there's a scene with his mother in bed, sick, and she even looks at him and says, Forrest, life is like a box of chocolates. So they're not even quoting their own movie at this point in the movie.
And everybody remembers this. Like, okay, maybe not everybody.
Yes, you weird people from this earth.
No, don't call me
I know,
weird.
I'm picking. I think they know I'm joking.
And yes, I do love me some Joe Santagato. Just throwing that out there. Where else, Brandon? We're leaving this up to you. Where are we going?
Well, let's talk about the change. You're trying to speed through this, man.
No, I mean, there's not much we can talk about that. That changed. That's not what.
Okay.
That's not
it went from present tense to past.
That is a lot of what we're noticing. A lot of things are going to past tense.
Past tense. And a lot of things, especially about life, are going to past tense. Which, who knows what that means? But think about it. It'll probably freak you out a little. All right. Where do you want to go next? All kinds of brands are changing.
Let's throw this out there. I just tweeted out a little while ago. If you build it, they will come.
Oh yeah, Field of Dreams.
If you build it, he will come. Which one is it? If you look it up on Google, all the memes say, if you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. Epic movie, one of my favorite movies of all times.
Of course, if we're talking about it, you guys know that's not the line.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what auto finishes in YouTube, though.
Yeah.
And if you go do some Google statistics search.
Movie clips. And like a legitimate thing, and I'm probably going to get in trouble for throwing this video on there. But whatever. Look, you might even get their ad.
Let's suppose that you're writing a really important email to a colleague.
Sorry guys, skipping your ad. minute in. I'm sorry. But, I mean, who is he? Why is he coming?
I have a theory on who he is, but we're not going there yet. Now, this is another one I've been noticing too. All right, we remember if you build it, they will come. If you look at Google search statistics, you'll see almost everybody remembers if you build it, they will come. But they turned into he. It went from plural to singular. Now, present tense going to past tense is a big thing we've noticed, but plural going to singular is a very big thing we've noticed as well. There seems to be a pattern in the effect. Like I said, we're not going to go into theories today. We're going to let you all formulate your own so that the theory episode's more interesting.
Yeah.
But past tense or present tense to past, plural to singular. And this happens, let's show them another plural to singular. Jaws.
Oh, yeah.
While he's looking this up, just got to ask, how many people remember the shark and we're going to need a bigger boat, which is what comes up. I mean, is what auto finishes here.
We're going back to...
We're going to need a bigger boat. Just go to that quick one. It's even labeled, we're going to need a bigger boat. So whoever put up the clip, who obviously had just watched it, still said, we're going to need a bigger boat. Let's see what it says.
What does this say? Did you hear it?
Let them hear it one more time. It's hard to hear.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Alright guys, do you hear that? You're gonna need a bigger boat. You are. It went from being were, plural, meaning both of them, to your, just the one guy. It's weird.
Like,
it's weird that these are the things that are changing.
I'm gonna play that one more time.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
I love Jaws.
It's always been we're gonna need a bigger boat.
It's always been we're gonna need a bigger boat.
I've been watching that movie since I was a little kid. So many times have I seen Jaws. Probably more than Star Wars, quite honestly, because I used to play it on TV constantly.
So, this is another thing that we noticed today. Apollo 13.
Well, it came to my attention today, but apparently it's been in effect for a while. Apollo 13. And this is something else. This is another pattern that I'm going to go into here that we've seen emerging.
It's past tense. It goes back into past tense.
It does. Another one that goes back into past tense, but it's more than that. It has to do with the originals. Okay, so when Apollo 13 called Houston, they said, Houston, we have a problem. Right? That's what y'all remember. Now I'm going to go into a big thing here. A few months back, people were making Mandela Effect videos about how the original line had changed, what they had really said in history, to Houston, we've had a problem. And then there were videos about how the movie line had changed as well, to Houston, we've had a problem. Now, in the last 2 months, the movie has changed back to Houston, we have a problem, but the original transcripts, the original astronauts, it says Houston, we've had. So there, not only does it go past tense again, but it also shows you only the original stayed changed. The movie, which was a copy of the original, in a way, did not change. Well, it did change, but then it changed back.
Yeah, the movie. This is something weird. Apparently, the movie has gone back to
how we remember it,
and you can look it up. You can find examples on the most misquoted movies of all times. This will be on the list, and it will say that the quote "Houston, we have a problem" is a misquote.
And that it's Houston, we've had a problem. That's what these sites tell you. But now it's changed back to our memory.
060. And then if you could give your oxygen tanks a stir. Roger that. What did you do?
Nothing, I stirred the tanks.
Oh. Hey. This is Houston. Say again, please. Houston, we have a problem. This is Houston. Say again, please. Houston, we have a problem.
There you go.
Houston, we have. Now, if you go to those sites Rick was just talking about, it'll tell you that what that just said is incorrect. And that it's Houston, we've had a problem. Now, that's what we always remember. We're some of the people that were told we were incorrect, but now it's changed back. So this effect is, we still don't know what it is, but it's constantly in flux. Noticed I look every day at things now.
Yeah.
I'm scared to see. We have a grocery store chain in New York, or, up north of us, up in our area, called Aldi's. Well, it was always called Aldi's, as far as I remember, had S's on the end.
Hell, I even went to the point of calling it Aldis just to be a smartass.
Yeah. So this is something we know. It's in our area. It's something we've shopped at our whole lives. I went up there the other day with my mom. She's like, "Do you want to go up to Sam's Club?" And I was like, "All right." And while we were up there, we stopped at Aldi's. Except I got out of the car, looked at the sign, and it just said Aldi, A-L-D-I, and there was no S. Doesn't even make sense. But, I mean, that's just one that I saw while I was out and about. Double stuffed Oreos. Or double stuffed.
Double stuffed.
Well, it's not double stuffed, though. And there's only one F in it.
I'm a fat kid.
I know.
Double stuffed.
But it's not.
And then I open them, and then it's quadruple stuffed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, usually.
I'm a fat kid.
We like cookies. So we know that stuff, even if it was just double stuffed, it was still spelled with two F's.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was double stuffed at one time, and nobody seems to remember that. S-T-U-F-F-E-D. Stuffed.
Like, I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I'm so ready to move on to a different topic right now, simply because this is messing with my head so much, and I'm consuming everything.
B here, on the other hand, me, I can't stop thinking about it.
I want to talk about ghosts. I want to talk about...
They'll all tie in the end.
But that's what I want to talk about.
Don't worry, guys. I mean, it's going to seem a little disjointed for a few videos as we just show you examples.
I mean, we're
trying, talk about them.
And we're trying, like we said in our announcement video, we're doing this on our own, just us. So there's a level of getting used to everything, doing it on our own, not having the proper protocols to do everything.
Yeah, again.
We're working on it. We're slowly working on it. And thank you guys so much for sticking with us through all this time.
What I was getting to is that, God, now I'm confused because you cut me off. Oh yeah, just stick with us, because at the end, I will have a theory. I'll be going over lots of theories, but I'll be sharing my own too, and we'll probably get into some of the science behind it. Although I don't know if it's scientific or not. At this point, it seems very supernatural. but that doesn't mean it wasn't caused by technology. So we'll go there. Yes, the Ford logo. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Like, I know you're not seeing anything pop up. I'm messing around.
So we're going to bring up the Ford logo. We just want you to look at it. Just think about it for 15, 20 seconds.
It went away.
Oh, well, that was nice of it. And just tell us if that's what it used to look like.
Let's try this one. View image. There it is.
All right, he's bringing it up now.
All right. Sorry again, guys. Still getting used to everything. That right there. Do you notice anything different about it? Here, I'll even make it bigger. Shrink our little Craptastic logo down. By the way, anybody wants to make a logo for us?
Feel free.
Yeah, we'll be forever in your debt. So there.
To an extent.
Yeah.
Just throw that out there too.
Does this look right to you?
Doesn't look right to me.
Definitely doesn't look right to me. Hold on. Now let me explain. This right there. See it? A little squiggle?
Stupid curly Q.
That was never there. I don't remember that little squiggle.
Ooh. I forget. There's a logo or a letterhead with Ford's name on it that shows how we remember it.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're talking about.
All right, so he's gonna see if he can find this quick. Anyway, a lot of you that do notice that looks different are gonna go, well, it was a brand change. And a lot of these symbols and stuff, people are gonna go, yeah, that was a brand change. Do your research. These are not brand changes. These are from the beginning of time. It's just what it is. It's the history here. It's the reality. That's good enough. But this will show them what we remember. All right, this is gonna be.
It's a little different.
It's Henry Ford's name, but it shows how the Ford logo used to be written. I mean, I shouldn't say that because in this history it was never written this way. But I mean, take off the little loop on the bottom of the F. But yeah, there was no curly Q. Now there's a curly Q.
That's always how it was.
I mean, that, of course, and
this
then this little loop here doesn't need to be there.
But it was that little thing right there.
It was just like that. Maybe a little fatter than that, actually. But just like that. Mm-hmm. Now, why would they have a different Ford logo there than up there? And a lot of people are going to say, well, because it's got Henry in front of it, and they use the Y as the cross on the F there.
Yeah, but that's the
logo we grew up with. That's the logo we remember.
That's what we remember.
But according to history, that logo didn't happen.
Okay. I got a question for everyone. I grew up with Lil Caesars.
Little Caesars.
Now,
now it's just Little Caesars, not Lil.
Yeah, I'm bringing it up to show everyone. I'm really bad at this today. Okay. Hey, look at
that. Wasn't there like LIL comma or something?
It was an apostrophe.
Apostrophe, yeah.
Right there.
That's what I meant.
It was LIL apostrophe Caesars. Little Caesars. I grew up on it. We used to get it every week when I was like 12, 13 years old. My mama would come home from work and have a pizza for everyone else and a pizza for me. 'Cause I like to eat.
I don't even know what to say about it because I'm the same way. I lived in Florida when I was young. They were all over the place. We just had some the other day.
It just doesn't make any sense.
But that's the way it's always been.
There's so many more.
It wasn't a brand change or a logo change. That's just the way it is.
This video's gonna be horrible.
No, it's fine.
Anything else you can think of?
Oh, there's all kinds of things I can think of.
You're the one that's in charge.
The Princess Bride. I don't care if you want to do it. You asked.
Because I don't remember.
But you don't have to remember. Most people do.
Oh, I forgot an E.
Actually, we should have done this on Google to see if we could find the DVD cover.
Okay, well, I don't have anything up right now.
Alright, guys. Well, anyway, I'm going to tell you what's going on while he's looking for everything. We're going to look up The Princess Bride. This is another... Actually, I haven't rewatched the whole movie yet. I've been told there's a few Mandela effects in it. But if you look, I always remember her dress being blue. If you look at this...
Hold on, I'm bringing it up.
Okay. Rick's going to bring up a DVD cover.
Of what is an absolutely wonderful movie.
Yeah, The Princess Bride is a great movie if you've never seen it. Okay, guys. This is how I remember her dress being in the movie. It's blue. It's always been blue. Worked at a video store. It was blue there. It was blue when I watched it on TV as a kid. It was blue when I have the DVD. That's why I remember it. It's still blue on my DVD cover.
I've watched the movie. It's just been a real long time.
But now you can go to the YouTube. We'll show you. Even though the artwork on the DVD cover shows that she's in a blue dress, and even though that's what I remember, it's not the way it is. Right there. Yep. That's the perfect clip right there. I mean, you guys can already see that...
What you do not smell is called iocane powder. It is odorless, tasteless, dissolves instantly in liquid, and is among the more deadly poisons known to man.
You would have counted on it.
Guys, same dress she's wearing on the DVD cover. DVD cover, it's blue. In my memory, it's blue, but that is not even kind of blue. There's no mistake in that. It's red. Why is it red now?
No clue.
It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
And some of the DVD covers have it red now. Of course, some of the DVD covers don't even show the hero and the heroine anymore. Yeah. They show the old man and the boy, which I don't remember that. But I mean, there's so many different DVDs that who knows. Let's do Febreze just because that freaks me out.
All right,
it's sitting right there.
Yeah.
I got a bottle of Febreze in front of me, which reminded me. Why do we say Febreze? If you heard the word Febreze, how would you spell it? How do you remember it? Maybe F-E-B, well, maybe F-E, F, and then breeze, B-R-E-E-Z-E, you know, like a breeze. Unfortunately, it's Febreze now. There's only one E in breeze. And we're gonna pull up an image.
Maybe.
Yeah. Which, and I actually have a bottle of Febreze sitting on the table in front of us. Febreze. I don't know if you're supposed to change the way you say it.
Oh.
Is it said differently?
I don't know.
And once again, guys, this isn't a brand change. They didn't just change their logo. According to history, it's always only had one E. And I know a lot of people use Febreze, and there's probably a lot of you that are looking at that and going, nah, no, that's not right, but that is right. And that's what always has been right ever since Febreze came out. But like I said, I could do this all day long with logos. Liquid Plumber. Most people, you don't even have to bring this up. Most people remember plumber spelled plumber, Plumber. I'm one of them. Now it's just Plumr. Plumr. There's no E. There's nothing. It doesn't make sense. And a lot of these changes don't make sense. Especially spellings and logos. There's no dash between the kit and the cat anymore on Kit Kat. But
Coca-Cola.
Oh yeah, Coca-Cola is another big one. I remember the dash being in the middle. It's in between the Coca and the Cola, but it was right in the middle. Now it's up towards the top of the O there. Doesn't make sense. Why would they put a dash there? Even for design purposes, why would they do it? And once again, not
Funny story. I was telling Brandon when I got here that Crystal Pepsi is on store shelves, and he's like, "Did they just bring it back out, or has it always been there?"
Because I don't know anymore. That's how much things are changing. That even though logically I know that Crystal Pepsi was done away with when I was a kid, and I haven't seen it since.
It's delicious.
But now Rick's like, Crystal Pepsi's back. And I'm like, what? What do you mean back? Is this an effect? No. They're just bringing it back. Okay.
They just brought it back.
Okay.
For a limited run.
And see, I'm having trouble coping with a lot of these changes. I mean, I believe you guys can tell by the way he talks. Even though he says he's not having trouble coping, he's all obviously having trouble coping.
I just like it sounds so bad. I just don't want to talk about it anymore. But I know we have to, and I know people want to.
I did think about doing a coping video too. I don't know how to cope with it, so I don't know if we should do that. But if that's something you guys would be interested in, leave a like, leave a comment.
Yeah, make sure drop us a like, drop us a comment, subscribe, share with all your friends. I mean, I know this wasn't our best effort tonight, but like I said, I'm just
I think it's because we're both overwhelmed. It's hard to talk about, but not only that, we had planned on hopefully talking about JFK, and then we kind of threw that under the bus.
It's not thrown under the bus. You guys didn't follow me. Your fault, not mine.
You're being punished. Who remembers spelling dilemma? Dilemna. I do. I don't know. There's so many things I could go into. So many things. And you guys have to understand, we have a lot of people asking us, oh, so you remember wrong, you're talking about deja vu, you're talking about this, you're talking about that, and we just want to get it through everyone's head before we go into theories and stuff, that no, we're not talking about any of that.
Oops.
We're talking...
That didn't go so
We're talking about us having memories of a reality that doesn't exist.
Why is it so big?
Which is really a scary thought. Next time, if you guys will follow him, maybe we'll go into JFK. But if not, I'd like to go into our place in the galaxy.
Why is it so big?
I don't know, Rick. Why is it so big?
I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still learning this program we're using, like I said.
He's usually better at it.
Yeah, I didn't practice with this. This was like a spur of the moment. Why is it so big?
Just change it, dude.
I can't figure out how to change it. No, that's okay.
Opacity?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's really
Anyway, it's at Blind-Brik _Rick.
Yeah, that. But
and remember, Rick is R-I-K.
Yeah, don't spell my name wrong.
I mean, we might wake up tomorrow and it might be spelled R-I-C-K. We've seen that happen with other people's names.
I'm trying. I just closed it. I have 2 left. Damn it. What did I do? Okay, we're still here. This is going to be really bad. I'm so sorry, guys.
Okay. So...
I just don't know if I have anything else. I don't...
well, we've got all kinds of other stuff, but I think we're going to cut it short for tonight. We're going to let Rick play with the software some more and get his mind straight before the next video.
Yeah, like, I really, really, really... Like, I know we need to talk about this stuff, and I know that everybody wants to know what's going on, and I know that like this is a big deal and people are seeing it, and it's gonna get us like you're gonna listen to it and listen to it more and more and more.
Talk about the Beatles' new album next time too.
But good Lord, I want to talk about ghosts. I want to talk about black-eyed kids. Like,
he doesn't want to talk about black-eyed kids. He's a liar.
I just my head is so warped because of all this, and
it really makes you stop.
Like, and there's things that Brandon and I remember differently.
Yes,
there are.
So are we the same Brandon and Rick that have always been together? I don't know. And does it matter? I don't know.
I do want to give a shout out to a few people. Hold on, let me get out of my Snapchat. Firstly, the Supernaturalist, once again. If you don't sub to his channel, go ahead and head over there, get a sub on him. He's a good guy. We may work with him. I'm gonna throw a shout out to Pika Pika 94 on Twitter. I'm not throwing out your Twitter handle. I'm sorry. I don't want to do that to you, but we've gotten to a conversation about JFK over the last week, and he's given me some inside information that I didn't know about, that once we are able to do the JFK episode, I may get cleared from him to be able to use some of the information he gave us. And should I?
But yeah,
I'm gonna give her a shout out. Lori Estrada Norton has been constant contact over the last week. Really interested. Seems to be one of our biggest fans, so we just kind of want to give you a shout out. We appreciate you listening. We appreciate all the comments you give us. Oh, I missed Ghost Hunters tonight.
We like Ghost Hunters. Surprise.
Shout out to Ghost Hunters.
Yep, shout out to Jason.
A shout out to everybody who listens to us, that tweets us, that retweets us, that takes part in all of this we do. Without you guys, we wouldn't have a reason to do this. Hopefully, as the weeks go by, we'll start getting better and better at this. I'll learn this program a little better.
And I mean, as long as we have a plan for the next video, we might do one non-Mandela Effect video just to let Rick get his head straight, and then go back to the Mandela Effect, because I do want to go over major changes in history like Tank Guy.
Yeah, Tank Guy, that's a big one. Okay, we'll leave you on this for the next one. Do you remember Tiananmen Square, Tank Guy? If you do, why don't you leave us a comment what you remember.
Without looking it up.
Without looking it up, just what you remember happened. Okay? Leave us a comment. On our next video for Mandela Effect, whether it's later this week, I'm going to be gone all weekend. I have previous commitments.
Might as well name drop.
Twin Tiers Comic Con and Trauma Entertainment. Lloyd Kaufman.
Yes, he's got to go hang out with Lloyd Kaufman.
I get to hang out with Lloyd Kaufman for the weekend, so I'm pretty pumped about that. I do it every year. Great guy. But next Mandela Effect video, if I get my 500 subscribers, we'll still do JFK, but I kind of want to split it up between the Tank Guy and what we remember, what you guys might remember, and what it is now.
And I do want to point out that if you don't remember one way or the other that we've given you, please tell us, because it really seems like there are a minimum of 3 sets of memories floating around about each of these events, but
VW is one of them.
And VW will show you visually that there's at least 3 sets of weird stuff going on with that. Just with the logo?
Yeah, just with the logo. But yeah, drop a comment down if what you remember about the Tiananmen Square Tank Guy. Just we'll touch on that next time we make a video. But I guess that's it for tonight. Sorry if I'm seeming kind of rambled and juggled up inside my head. This is a lot to take on. I've got a lot of stuff going on right now. So I'm trying to keep it with you guys and keep it going. We appreciate your listening. As always, tune in next time. Have a good night and stay creepy. Brandon didn't want to say anything.